guys, week number 2. Welcome to Nerd Word. My name is Landis.
Steve.
Brittany.
Matan.
Mitchie.
And welcome. And today we're going to discuss Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, Episode 3. We start off with...
Lincoln on the Run.
And we start off the scene with him avoiding them with sparklers.
At first I thought it was like, oh, we lost him, we can't see him. And then I'm like, but don't you pursue through the...
Or go around, because is that like miles of sparklers? Was it like a 20-mile area of sparklers that they didn't want to run
Didn't
through?
it start on the bus?
No, the bus comes
way...
later. The bus comes later. But then...
I watched a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the last week.
She's been watching 3 different seasons at the same time.
Yeah, at
know
the
to know
same
that.
time. I've literally watched like 25 episodes.
Okay, so we follow Lincoln. He's being chased by them and then tracked by S.H.I.E.L.D. Because episode 1, we put a tracker. He doesn't like that. He doesn't want anyone's help. I don't get that. I get it. He was in Inhu in La La Land. He was kind of the guy, a mentor. Wouldn't you want help if you're stuck? Like, you're screwed either way.
He was trained to believe that S.H.I.E.L.D. was such a bad entity. To me, at least, I would imagine that it would be hard to get away from that mentality. Because even though he saw that S.H.I.E.L.D. was actually somewhat good in the end of that season, it's still kind of ingrained to make you think S.H.I.E.L.D's the enemy, and look at all these people trying to kill you and all these people trying to capture you.
Here's where I have issue. Was Lincoln like an AA or an addict?
We've never really gotten much backstory on him, but it seems like he was an alcoholic and possibly suicidal.
Oh yeah, that was his sponsor.
His
It totally
sponsor.
was his sponsor.
Yeah.
You can draw that by the
When
conversation
he
they
said,
had.
yeah.
They said, "You're not calling me to talk you off a cliff or a bridge or
Well,
something."
Yeah.
like
as
that.
soon as he shows up, he goes, have you had a drink?
Have you been
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
have you been
drinking.
Oh, he
drinking
did
or
say-
something?
oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
he
I'm
did.
trying
Yeah.
not to. He's
Yeah.
like, I've thought about it, but I'm trying.
I called
Yes.
you instead.
Mhm.
Yeah. When you're a sponsor and that friend, you're really close to that person. You don't just flip on a dime because somebody puts a news article.
It was supposed to show like that the alien,
I
the
get
public
it.
stuff
Yeah.
causes
No,
That's
hysteria
how much.
I-
That's how much ATCU has scared the public.
Yeah.
I get that, but still,
even somebody who
like,
was close
let's say
to
if it's one of you guys, I'm like, okay, great, let's talk this out, and then I'll work it out and see if you're really dangerous.
I agree.
Oh my god!
Wait,
Wait, what are we fighting about?
Oh my god!
Exactly. I can't believe
Let's
someone
move
else
on.
is going like the
Fine,
writing in
okay.
this
Okay,
is lazy.
check.
You can tell from the relationship that they had a very strong bond.
Yeah.
So it's just really weird and awkward to go, oh, I saw this on the news, get
And
back.
I gotta get bad. I don't
Like,
trust you. I want to. Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
just
work.
that was just odd. And then
Well, I think people are
Yeah.
afraid because they've been watching these sort of strange people on
But
news.
still, you don't betray somebody for watching a news that lies. We know that. He kind of escapes. I don't know when the hell they fell in love, but they kissed, and now there was a big love
You-
story that they
you
want
I'm
to
see
put
so
in there.
sick of Daisy having all the hot boyfriends. Like, why do guys, like hot guys, just fall at her feet? Fuck her.
you do see that happen from season 2 because in
They
season
give
2
hints.
he's the one who kind of rescues her from her inner turmoil of her being an inhuman.
So when I watched the first episode of the new season, there seems like they were like
I think they try to get it off the
Yeah, I think it was
start.
quite. Yeah,
It's very much the young hot male lead and the young hot female lead
yeah.
falling in love instantly. That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Let's be real.
Stereotypical. The one storyline that I was interested in that is that the Coulson and Rosalind,
Wow.
they're the interesting two that I want to know about, and then we get about 10 minutes of them basically not doing much and just like, oh, okay,
They
you
were
take that
enjoying the
guy.
sunset, man.
I want to give them kind of the benefit of the doubt because I feel like they're kind of in that prison of we need to make sure we write a certain amount of episodes to coincide with the movie.
Yeah.
And I think based off how they're writing, they're forced. Their hands
It's,
forced.
yeah,
like Age of Ultron.
Why didn't they
A setup.
just bring back May and her father? Because I didn't get any resolution.
I
Who
don't
won
know.
the golf game? We never knew.
We don't find
Or
out.
you'll find out maybe.
We'll let
So-
we'll have to wait
Let
for the
the
movies to come
suspense
out.
keep you
All right.
watching. That's what they're doing.
Some questions need to be answered.
The next thing that we saw in this episode was Hunter and May are apparently getting together to hunt down Ward, your man.
Mm-hmm.
They meet up with Spud. They basically did Fight Club. Has there ever been a Marvel property this freaking bloody? There was a lot of blood in this episode.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
I mean,
He
it was
got his ass beat.
ridiculous amounts of
That
blood.
dude was huge, and he beat
True.
his ass.
And I get it. You want to get into Hydra and you got to be willing to kill and all that, but there's better ways to find out your loyalty and your abilities than a Fight Club.
I agree with that also because of the whole setup to that was kind of like, I've got weapons to sell, so let's talk to the people who we can sell it to. And then to talk to them, you all of a sudden have to fight and win,
Yeah,
and then
some-
you join Hydra. Like,
Yeah,
it didn't.
Well, the point was he said, I want to sell to somebody with bad intentions. And he knew that this guy was in Hydra, so he knew that his option was going to be to sell those weapons to Hydra. So he's like, well, if you want to sell them to the guy I'm thinking of,
But then why would
you
you have
gotta
to
do the
join?
fight.
Yeah, what would
He
he
doesn't have to join Hydra.
You
You
just
just
have to prove that
in
he's
order,
not.
yeah, in
It's
order
like
to
a
get a
loyalty.
meeting
It
with
just
him.
seemed weird.
Was it just me? I had an issue with the May possible rape scene, and it was.
It's
And
very
besides
rapey.
that, wasn't it just there to show her kicking ass, and
Yes.
there's no
Yeah,
point
it
to
was.
it.
I
Because
feel
she
like-
wanted to go in, she offered, she
Okay, but
volunteered, and
there-
he said, no,
if
because
you're
the
gonna
little
do some-
Asian woman beats his ass, he's gonna know we're not who we say we are.
I mean, I thought it was a cool scene because you get to see May kick ass. I
she's not.
kind of agree in that sense where
It was pretty contrived.
May was kind of out of the episodes. Like, she hasn't done anything.
Let
They
it
needed
go.
to bring her back in and show her that she can kick ass.
I do like the ATCU and SHIELD coming together.
Yeah.
That's an
I-
interesting
I do
development.
like that.
Yeah.
And
Okay?
I also
but it's a slow time.
Yeah, it's a
getting
slow
there,
time,
you know?
I
yeah.
like that. I liked May kicking ass. I like that he accidentally killed the guy. I thought that was like a nice touch because they're supposed to save lives, and then
You
he
see-
beat
oh,
him
you
to
better
death.
But we haven't gotten to the thing that we really.
Okay,
want to
so
talk
here.
about.
So let's get to everyone's favorite couple, Fitz and Simmons.
Princess!
Fitz and Simmons.
Hey.
Okay, now the love fest begins.
Love.
Now that I've seen almost 2 seasons and the beginning of season 3, I totally understand the Fitzsimmons love.
Thank you.
And I just need them to get their shit together so that they can
Yeah.
just love each other and stop being damaged.
So there's a seduction. There's a fine art of hinting.
Mental damage.
Yeah, I was
direct
gonna say.
Exactly. Now she's
Trauma,
damaged
Drama.
injury, alien planet,
good. All of this stuff is
seduction.
gonna make the sex way better.
I would have to agree.
What do you think about this episode?
Well, I was very excited at the beginning because he's kind of helping her through her recuperation and like, you know, holding her hand and helping her get readjusted to gravity, which I thought was really adorable. He's kind of looking out for her. He notices, you know, like a phone buzzing or like a light bulb flickering is like really traumatizing to her. So, you know, he kind of goes out of his way to take all those things away for her when he takes her to dinner at the restaurant where he's held a reservation for months and
I
months
thought
and
that was
months
a
and
great
months.
scene. Are you gonna say something?
That was
negative
real
about
sweet.
that
No,
scene?
that was real sweet. Like I felt
You
like,
cannot
oh.
say anything negative.
I do give okay. I do give Fitz that he made every male on the planet look horrible. Like
No one will ever.
no, because
match
he
up to
did
that
like he
ever
did
again.
And
pull
that's,
something.
and that's after he went to an alien planet,
Yeah.
pulled her through a portal after
And let-
whooping all those people's asses.
Don't
in the
I
Middle
want to. I'm
East.
not gonna touch that.
Let
I'm
me
not gonna
just
touch that.
say
I'm not
he
gonna
had
touch that.
60 seconds to scour an alien planet and find the woman he loves, and he did it.
I am positing that the existence that she was experiencing in that other realm, passage of time was probably much longer to her than I think it was for the rest of the
That's a
group
good- that's
on
a-
Earth. Okay?
yeah.
So it was so like she could have been there for like what felt like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
He says at one point, like, oh, she set up this lab to be exactly the way she wanted it, and now it drives her crazy. And
But-
even, you know, the familiar things from before she got sucked
Yeah.
in are...
Which brings me to why I'm a little disappointed.
Okay.
I mean, she was very grateful to him, to Fitz, for first she says, you know, I can't thank you enough, and he's like, oh yeah, it's a nice place, and she's like, no, not just for that, but like for finding me, and he's like, well, what else was I gonna do? That part of the scene was very nice, but the rest of it, she seemed a little, and Fitz even said himself, she's been very distant. And obviously that's completely justifiable. It seems like when he brought her to the restaurant and she was just kind of like, you held the reservation, and it wasn't like in a
sweet,
I'm
like,
I'm so touched kind of way. It was kind of like a, why the
like,
hell
how
did you
creepy
do
are
that?
Yeah.
And I was kind of sad about that. And then of course when the wine comes out and all of a sudden she gets very
Here,
Upset.
she breaks down. Yeah.
something triggered that. I personally think, and a lot of people think, she met somebody
Yeah.
on this planet.
Yeah.
I disagree with that completely.
No.
I don't
The
see
monolith has been
Okay.
transporting people
I
to this
got-
To the
planet,
planet, yeah,
for a long time.
Yeah, they established in episode 2 that
I
since
got
18
heart
something.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I felt because she felt more like a person that just broke up with him. I agree with you.
Interesting theory.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But Matan looks like he's shaking.
yeah,
his
but
head.
okay, what's your theory?
The reason I disagree is I think that when you watch her, it's like you found me and you rescued me. Rescued. If she found someone there, why would she want to be rescued from him? Or because if she fell in love with him?
I don't
If
think
there-
she
I don't
was-
think that was the
It's
case.
not, thank you
I
for
don't think that
rescuing
was the
me from a
case.
person.
That was
Yes,
I,
thank
it
you
felt
for rescuing me from the
yeah. It felt to me that she was sad that she was with a person that loved
Yeah.
her, but she couldn't reciprocate. I didn't think that until the end, where I'm like, I gotta get back. And that's where it's solidified for me. It's like, okay.
To me, I think the reason she's saying, and it could be just like a false hope, but I think the reason she wants to get back is because the monolith is kind of captures Inhumans, right? So if it captured her, then that means she must be Inhuman.
But it also captured, but Fitz got in through the monolith too, so...
Well, they forced it open from another Inhuman. Another Inhuman opened it. And so my theory is, she started, like, maybe going through the monolith, she found those powers. She's realizing that she's Inhuman, and she doesn't want to be because it scares her, because of how she acted in Season 2 mainly about Inhumans in general. So she wants to get back to reverse what she knows as being as an Inhuman, and maybe one of her powers is extreme sensitivity to like hearing and seeing, and that's why those things like vibrations kind of scare her.
I actually really like that. I would be okay with that.
Did anyone draw the comparison to Lost, when he's got the big fucking beard and he comes up to what's back? We gotta go back. We gotta go back to the island.
It is like, ABC.
Yeah, it's ABC.
I do think that Simmons is in love with him still, and Fitz is in love with her, but she's so traumatized at what happened in that other planet that she wants to fix or change whatever happened to her.
He says like, oh, you must have been so distracted taking samples and something. She's like, oh, you know, my curiosity faded when fear set in. So like, I don't, a part of me wants to say that the scientist is like, I fucked up and didn't bring stuff back.
If in episode 2 we didn't see this 1800s people going through, then I would have gone with you. Gone with you. I think she met somebody. It's just they put blocks in every season for them to get together.
I think she either met a boy that she had a thing with, or there's just multiple people there that forms a kind of community. And now she feels like she has like survivor's guilt. Like I have to go back and help them.
It might be that all those people are trapped there, and he only
I think she showed up and tried to help rescue people from whatever this evil thing is. She breaks them all out of whatever prison it is, and then he starts hunting her and everybody else to try to get them back.
I'm interested in where it's gonna go. That's the only interesting part. I gotta admit, the Fitzsimmons storyline now.
There you go.
That's the only thing for me is interesting.
Jump on. Hang on.
No, I'm still
Get on my ship.
No,
there's plenty of room. There's a lot of us, but there's plenty of room.
I was never against your ship. It's just you're giving Whedon this chance to just break your hearts.
He's not involved anymore.
Let's get any predictions on the Fitz and Simmons storyline. I say she met somebody and she feels guilt. She wants to go back.
I think she met one person or multiple people that she wants to bring back. I'm hoping against hope that it's not a romantic interest. I'm serious. I can't deal with another guy coming into the picture.
I think that the blue porcupine guy was something to do with the monolith. Could have been hunting her. I don't think she met anyone there.
I think I am on board with you on this one. Because you notice the blue porcupine dude could create a portal at will and jump through it. There's got to be some connection there.
It was a hole in the wall.
I feel like it's something more sinister, although I'm on board with Fitzsimmons. All right?
Okay.
Love him. But you know, honestly, the story that I'm most interested in seeing where it goes is this one right here.
I think that the real tragedy in the Fitz and Simmons thing is not going to be one of them dying. I think that he will perpetually keep them apart with something else.
Give us your opinions, comments, follow us on YouTube, Church Girls Presents. See our sketch comedy. We post every Tuesday. Thank you for watching. I'm Landis.
Steve.
Brittany.
Matan.
Richie.
All right, we'll see you next week. All right, here we go. You ready?
Oh God, stop. I'm so scared.
Welcome to Nerd Word. I don't know why I'm stuff laughing. Oh shit! I just have Taylor Swift on the mind. I don't know why.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, Taylor Swift. She is
Toilet Sift?
Was that like a combination of Taylor Lautner and...
Scene, take one.
What the fuck are we calling this?
I don't know. My vote was Geek Weekly.
My vote was for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s, what was it?
Declassified. Oh
My
no.
vote was for this to never happen. What did I miss?
Yeah. So he
Daisy,
shows up.
Coulson lost his hand. Can we all just stop writing the line "Mi casa es su casa"?
What's his name? Jacob?
Hunter?
Where did Jacob come from?
You could have done it better, and you're a terrible actor too.
Oh!
Who's Whedon?
Joss
Whedon.
Oh dear.
It's okay, Grandpa.
Okay,
You
just
can't
leave it.
say that on the internet.
So,
High five!
oh my god!
Oh, can we get a fan?
Couldn't you wait until she cut? Shit!